What's up guys, welcome to A1 in a Box. Today I'm going to go over what I think are the top 10 cases under $10 for your iPhone 7. So I'm just going to do a brief overview over each case, and then at the end of the video I'm just going to do a side-by-side comparison with the case on the phone versus a naked iPhone 7. I'm just showing how much bulk the case adds to the phone. Also, I'll put the links to the cases down below in the description box. So these first two cases are from two different companies, but they're the same exact case. The frosty white case is from Elago, and the blue case is from a company called Tozo. These cases cover the bottom and all the edges, but they don't cover up the buttons on the sides. So these cases are the thinnest on the list, and it's like putting on a skin on your phone. So let's go ahead and put the phone in the case. So I put the button side in first, and then you just kind of push it in, and there we go. So as you can see, the buttons aren't covered, but since they aren't covered, you do get that natural clicky feel from the iPhone 7. I'm not gonna lie, this thing is hard to get off. It's probably the hardest to get off out of any of the cases on the list. You kind of have to put your nails in and peel it out, and it's really hard to do. So if you plan on switching cases every day, then I don't really recommend this case to you, but this case is really thin. So I'm just going to put on the other case and see how the frosty white looks like on the black iPhone 7. And I was kind of disappointed because you can't really see the color of the iPhone, but you can barely make out the iPhone, as you can see, and the Elago logo is down below. The feel of these cases, they're not sticky, they're a little bit slippery, and it's not really a matte finish either. A good thing about this case though is it covers the whole camera, so you don't have to worry about laying the camera down on a hard surface. Next up, we have a thin, clear TPU case, and I know we've all either seen one or owned one, and so I'm not going to go in too much detail with this. So let's just put the case right in, and button side in first as always, and then you just kind of mold it over, and boom, there you go. With this case, you can obviously see what color iPhone 7 you have. Also, this case does get a little dirty pretty quickly, as you can see. This one does cover the camera hole as well, but not as much coverage as the Tozo or the Elago. So if you do put it down on a hard surface, it could scratch. Now this one is from a company called Your Cover, and probably my favorite case on this list. This is made up of a hard polycarbonate shell, but it has a really soft touch to it, so it really feels premium in your hands. Let's put the phone in a case and see how it looks. So for this case, I like to put the power button side first, and then I just click it in place, and then boom, there we go, the phone is in the case. So the bottom is all covered, as you can see, but everything is accessible. Also, the power button and the volume up and down buttons are covered, so it does give you some more protection than the previous cases I showed you. One thing I really like about this case is that it does show the Apple logo, as you can see, so you can still show off the color of your iPhone while keeping it thin and having some protection on it. One thing I don't like about this case is the Your Cover logo on the back. It is a little bit distracting from the design, but it doesn't take away the thinness of the case or take away the functionality of the case. The camera isn't covered like the previous cases, but you will get protection when putting the phone down on a hard surface. Last but not least, we have a case from Distronic. This case is the thickest on the list, but by no means is it like super thick, and I hope you can see that in the comparisons at the end of the video. This case is just like a TPU case, and it is pretty flexible but also offers great protection. So now let's just put the phone in the case and see how it looks on the phone. The installation is probably the easiest on this case, and as you can see, it was really quick and really easy. All the ports are accessible, and also the power buttons and the volume up and down buttons are all covered. So the protection on the camera is just like the Your Cover case, where it's level with the camera, so it's not protruding out and you don't have to worry about it when putting it on a hard surface. So now I'm just gonna shut up and let the music ride and let you guys decide what is the best case for you in these comparisons.